I was kind of lost. I had, different ideas and I wasn't really picking a direction to go with any of it. I was just kind of looking around, asking, what's next for me and who do I want to become during the next stage of my life. And Hassan recommended that I start doing this, and within a couple of weeks, it just completely transformed. My name is Dustin o-daffer, and I've been on YouTube. I've been making digital media for a very, very long time. I have over 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I love the high performance habits. And I am so grateful to Hassan for helping me increase all of my attributes as a high performer. Before I started the program, I was kind of lost. I had different ideas, different things I was doing, and I wasn't really picking a direction to go with any of it. And it was a time of confusion, but also a time of exploration. Sometimes the best ideas we have come when we're in that state of not knowing what to do next, and that's really where I was. I was just kind of looking around, asking, what's next for me and who do I want to become during the next stage of my life.
Awesome. That's awesome, man. And based on that, what was it during the process in working through the program with me?
Well, when we kicked things off, we did a sort of like a autopsy of what my skills were and what my abilities were within the high performance framework. So Hassan would ask me various questions about how I was performing in these different areas of my life, and rating me. He was having me rate myself on where I was in each one of those places. And if you've read Brendon Burchard's book, The High Performance Habits, there's all these questions we can ask. And sometimes it's hard to do that ourselves. And having someone who could walk me through the questions where I didn't have to think about it or read it, he would just ask, that was just life-changing for me.
Awesome. And based on that process and us working together, I love that it's not about me or the guru kind of thing that everyone thinks. It was more about me guiding and asking questions and guiding to the right place for you to discover the right decisions for you to make.
I think of that as the Socratic method, right? How do you get someone to reach the conclusion that you want them to reach, but without telling them to reach that conclusion? Instead, Hassan would ask me, well, how does this work for you? Or how are you rating yourself here? And what could you do to be better? And if you were just pick something, what would it be? And sometimes the best answers come in that state of, all right, well, maybe I'll just try this.
Awesome. And after we worked together for a couple weeks, couple months together. And after that, what was life like?
It's 10x better. I mean, for me, like coming out of the coaching that I did with Hassan, I was and still am on fire. And I think one of the biggest things that he told me, this is huge leverage right here, is to build a feedback loop with the microphone on your phone. Just take recordings of your thoughts and the affirmations that you want to have about who you want to become. And Hassan recommended that I start doing this, and within a couple of weeks, it just completely transformed the internal dialogue I was having with myself. And because that internal dialogue changed, because those thoughts changed, I was able to just expand my horizons so much more. There's a handful of people in my mind that I've encouraged them to get some coaching, and there's actually one guy in my mind right now who I'm thinking I really want to push him to work with you. I think anyone who's doing creative content on YouTube is going to need to implement the high performance habits. Some people who do well on YouTube are implementing the high performance habits whether they know it or not. I think being a high performer isn't exclusive to any sort of job. It's rather, do I want to be one of the best at what I'm doing, and do I want to maintain excellence in what I'm doing? Whether you're a YouTuber, whether you're working in a kitchen, whether you are a writer, whatever it is, you must practice the high performance habits if you want to be a high performer in your industry. And Hassan has some of the best advice, and he'll hold you accountable to getting things done. So, like, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. I've worked with a variety of coaches. I think I've had 4 or 5 coaches now, and Hassan has been my favorite. I've read the High Performance Habits book 2 times, and I've listened to the audiobook 2 or 3 times, and I come back to it every couple of years. I don't think that it's something that you just learn once and then put down. It really is something that you should come back to again and again. So I will keep coming back to it. I will keep finding people and seeking out other high performers who can hold me accountable and challenge me. And I'm grateful that Hassan has been one of them.
Awesome. Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for this interview, man. This is it. Thank you so much for watching, and that will be it.